The fourth module, we are discussing on body immune system. For this lesson, you guys should be able to define and explain some terms that related to immunology. Number two, you should be able to explain the three different lines of body immune system or body defense. And the last one, you should be able to describe innate and acquired immune response in human body system. To study this topic, you should familiarize yourself with some terminologies. For example, the first one, resistance and susceptibility. Resistance is the ability of your body to prevent from infection that caused by a particular pathogen. And susceptibility is the chances of your body to be infected. We need to say if your resistance to that particular microbe is low, then your susceptibility to be infected is high. The next one is immune response. Immune response is a biological structure and process within an organism, for example, human, that protect the organism from infection. Okay, immune response. So when there is infection, the body will respond to that. Then antigen. Antigen is something that not owned by your body that can elicit immune response. While antibody is the rival of antigen. Antibody will be simulated by the presence of antigen that are component of a pathogen. So antibody is a protein that contain Y-shaped structure that is used to kill specifically the pathogen, okay, bacteria, viruses that infected human body. Okay. Next is self and non-self. Self is a protein or substance that considered uh, uh, body's part, while non-self is non-body part, which is sometimes that can elicit immune response. Pathogen. Pathogens are organisms, okay, for example, bacteria, viruses, fungi, worm, and etc. There are two types of body immune defense. Number one is non-specific defense, and number two is specific defense. For non-specific, it is divided into two, first line and second line. Uh, and specific, it is known as third line defense. Usually, third line is specific to that particular pathogen. Meaning to say, first two lines are general protection, okay, whereby it will kill or try to remove all the pathogen that try to in, that try to invade human body. If first two line fail to curb or remove or kill the pathogen, then specific immune system will be activated. That is through lymphocytes, cells, and also antibody response. The level of immune response activation is worked through the specificity level. As I mentioned earlier, first two lines are more general. It will target all the non-self substance that enter human body. And adaptive or specific immune system, played by lymphocyte cell and antibody, will take over the function to kill the pathogen. Usually, the last one, the third level, is powerful to kill or remove the pathogen. Briefly, on first line immune defense, it is non-specific. Okay, I repeat, it is non-specific. It will target all the non-self pathogen or entities that enter human body, and usually this first line immune defense can be divided into several components, which is physical, mechanical, chemical, okay, to prevent the entry of pathogen. If the first line failed to prevent the entry or kill the pathogen, then second line will be activated. Usually, the second line immune system uh, will be followed by a process known as inflammation. Since second line immune system involve blood cells, mostly white blood cell, that inflammation is required to recruit the white blood cell to that to site of infection to kill the pathogen. Okay, the the process is rapid, but then it's still got a limitation. That's why we call the third line immune system. Okay, in second line body defense, yes, I mentioned just now we got inflammation, but then when inflammation provide the body access for the white blood cell to go to that particular site of the infection, and uh, at the site of infection, usually phagocytes or phagocytosis process will take place. In general, phagocytosis is a process whereby white blood cell, for example, neutrophil, phagocyte, okay, macrophage, will eat and digest the pathogen. Then there will be a series of process until it produce uh, a neutral product that to be expelled out from the human body. In general, there are seven phases of phagocytosis. Okay, started with uh, chemotaxis and adherent of microbe to phagocytes, and then followed by ingestion of microbe by phagocyte. For example, we got phagocyte cell is a macrophages, and then formation of a phagosome. And when the phagosome form, there will be an enzyme known as lysosome that will react with phagosome to form phagolysosome. And next, there will be a digestion process whereby the enzyme will kill the microbes. And step number six, there will be formation of what we call it as residual body containing uh, formation, whereby uh, it will be discharged from the phagocyte cell. Okay, get back to the inflammation. So inflammation can be triggered by infection. Okay, this tissue damage, not only infection, but sometimes if you fall down, sometimes you can break your body part, then it can cause also inflammation. So there are four to five symptoms of inflammation, which is redness, pain, heat, swelling, and also loss of function. So there are three functions of inflammation, of course, to destroy and remove pathogen. And if uh, the destruction is not possible, it at least can limit, okay, can limit the pathogen from spreading out throughout the human body. So it try to contain the pathogen from infecting other cells. And the last one, it work as repair and replacement of the damaged tissue, okay, that caused by pathogen and also accident. The third line of immune defense uh, is specific. Okay, it is antigen specific immune responses. So it will target only that particular protein that can pass through first to lines of immune defense. Okay, uh, the terms adaptive or acquired immunity indicate that our body need to be exposed first to the pathogen in order for our body to know and process particular antibody to kill the pathogen. So antibody, or also called as immunoglobulin, it is a white sheet protein that has a binding site, antigen binding site that will the antibody will several mechanism try to catch or bind with the antigen, and there will be series of processes to kill the pathogen. In general, there are five classes of antibody: IgG, IgA, IgM, IgE, and IgG. Those antibodies have their own specific function in killing pathogen. When antibody bind with the antigen, there are five results will take place. Meaning to say, the pathogen will be killed or, removed by these five mechanisms: agglutination, opsonization, neutralization, activation of complement system, and cytotoxicity T cell. I think that's all for this topic. It provides you a brief introduction of how immune system in our body responsible for defending our body from infection that caused by pathogen. As usual, if you got any question, feel free to contact me through my email.